Good evening. How is everyone? How y'all doing? Hello. What is this? Wednesday already? Jeez. Happy Wednesday. Hump day. Wow. I want to talk to you guys about something right off the top of my head. And that's about having standards, okay? Standards, right? Your ego is that part of yourself, that necessary part of your personality that makes sure that you do not accept anything beneath your own standards. So your ego is there to protect you. Your ego is actually a good thing. And when you relax your standards, right? Well, let's back up. Pride, right? Pride, I think it was Plato who said that pride is the crown of all virtues. Now, a lot of people say pride goes before the fall, and that a person should not be proud, and that pride is a sin, and pride is bad, and pride is evil. But pride is a feeling that results from setting standards of behavior for yourself and living up to those standards. Right? Now, either understanding things from that perspective, either one is proud or one is lazy because they're not doing anything. They're not setting any standards to live for themselves by which they would be proud, or they're a liar. They actually are proud, but they're trying to pretend as though they're humble so that they can have your high opinion of them as some type of a high conscious spiritual being, or whatever it is that they're trying to push for you. But pride is good, right? Pride means that you have set standards of behavior for yourself and you have lived up to those standards. So if you have decided that you're going to study and you're going to become a straight A student and you get straight A's on your report card, then you have a right to be proud. You deserve to be proud. Now, things that you didn't do, that you had no effort in, that you had no input into, such as your race, or where you happen to have been born, or something like that, or the religion that your parents gave you, those are kind of stupid things to be proud of, right? Because when you go to your race or anything else to be proud for us as a source of pride, it means that you haven't done shit. It means you haven't gotten off your ass and made anything out of yourself, and that's a bad thing, right? So it's important to understand that pride is important, and that the ego is what hurts, right? When your pride is bruised. This is a simple part of who you are. It's not necessarily bad, because if you didn't have any pride, then you wouldn't dress nicely when you left the house. You wouldn't brush your teeth. You wouldn't take care of yourself. You wouldn't keep proper hygiene. Pride is important. Okay? And in order to have pride, or to have any structure in your life through which you can establish a scenario that within which you can be proud, you're going to have standards. And when you set standards for yourself, right, you set standards for your entire life. I mean, it's part of who you are. It's part of the being that you are. I mean, when I left home at 17 years old. I enlisted in the Air Force, and luckily I had the structure of the military, because I had to learn to survive. I had to learn to survive on my own, and that meant I had to establish my own values. By establishing my own values, and I settled on, reason, purpose, and self-esteem to begin with. I had to also set standards for myself. And that made me not only a better person, it made me the person that I am today. In other words, I set the standard for myself to work out every day at the gym. So I spent many years of my life bodybuilding, and I've enjoyed it. And now I enjoy a healthy state of, good health, musculature, and everything as a result of the hard work that I put in earlier on in my life. Then I set standards to study, right? And because of that, I gained my education, and and the rest is history. I set standards to learn how to make films. I set standards to learn how to paint. I set standards to, and I attended formal art school at the Otis Institute of Arts and School of Design, as well as Bellas Artes de San Fernando in Madrid, Spain, right? The school that Pablo Picasso attended and that his father taught at. And I attended film school here in Los Angeles, like everybody in Los Angeles. But the point is, you set standards for yourself, and this is how you create a life that inspires you to get up in the bed in the morning. This is how you create a life worth living. That's what purpose is, right? Purpose. You are free to establish your purpose, and your purpose is to set forth what you need to be happy. And if you understand delayed gratification, if you are a mature enough human being to understand the concept of delayed gratification, then you will understand that your happiness sometimes requires some sacrifice and some discipline on your part, such as to get up every day and exercise, or to push away a plate of food, or to attend a class and have the discipline to study and to do your homework, or to go running or bicycling or rollerblading or any form of exercise, swimming on a daily basis, yoga, sauna, all of which I love. I couldn't imagine, what my life would be without that level of stoicism, right? That level of discipline, that level of commitment to the process of making myself better by injecting my life with, infusing my life with habits, good and positive habits, such as doing neurofeedback every day, or hanging upside down and doing, a certain amount of inversion therapy every day. There are certain standards. This is the way a person builds their life. This is the way you set your own machine in motion. And those of us, male and female, who have had to survive on our own and 100% on our own, have learned this. Those of us who have mastered delayed gratification and the setting of standards and living up to those standards, setting of goals and achieving those goals, putting forth the step-by-step discipline that it takes to patiently guide yourself toward the achievement of a life that you find worth living, deserve to feel the enthusiasm that we feel when we wake up in the morning. You see, that's the point, right? When you wake up in the morning, do you feel good about what you're doing? Are you excited to get up in the morning? Does the thought of Have you ever even been in a position in your life where the thought of what you're going to do in the upcoming day, right, is so exciting that, you get up to pee at 4 a.m, but you don't want to go back to sleep because it's already too late and you're already thinking about getting up and going to work. A job that you go to early every day just because you love it. Okay? I felt that. I've given that to myself at several different junctions in my life. And working on films, working on other creative projects, working overseas, getting ready to pack up and travel and go overseas on different projects, starting my own business, traveling to 32 countries in the Caribbean and Latin America, 32 or 33. Yeah, I can say 33 now. Yeah, I went to Cuba too. And, every human being deserves to have that. deserves to have that level of ownership of their life, and deserves to feel the power of moving those pedals forward and not falling down on the bicycle and looking around and saying, oh no, God damn it, I got this. I'm riding. Now, what does this all have to do with fat chicks? Okay, well, let me tell you. In my own life, right, part of the standard that I had set for my own life, right, was that I was going to be beautiful. I really found an affinity for the sport of bodybuilding when I was young. I bought my first set of weights when I had one of my first jobs. It wasn't my first job, but one of my first jobs was at Kmart. And I bought my first weight set at Kmart, and I carried it, the whole set of weights, the whole box with all of the weights in it, and the bar, home on the bus. I think I was maybe 16, 17 years old. And I slid it on the ground, inch by inch, until I got it home. That's how badly I wanted to have muscles and lift weights. And, you know, everyone should have that, or some sense of that coming of age or independence or acceptance of the responsibility of their own life. No one should go from the house that they grew up in with their parents into their marital home with their spouse, or into their home where they're going to be raising their children. No, you have to have that. You have to have that sink or swim moment. You have to be thrown from the nest, or you have to jump from the nest. Everybody has to go through that. And those of us who are lucky enough to master delayed gratification, well, we reap the benefits of that. All of the PhDs know that. Shout out to my brother Aldine. I'm very proud of you. My brother Aldine is a PhD. And shout out to my brother Sean as well, who I believe is also working on his MBA if he hasn't already achieved it. The point I'm trying to make is, when you get to the point of setting your life before yourself, right? Like on the Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi took the bonsai tree and he said, first imagine tree, then cut tree, right? Right? Well, he was right. First imagine life, then cut away all the bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I've been doing. And that works. That works for me. Because I know what part I play in achieving that ideal. If that requires me to work out every morning, I got no problem. I'll get up and do that with enthusiasm. If that requires me to ingest haritaki and turmeric and black pepper and diatomaceous earth and bentonite clay and Essiac tea and Ganoderma and all of these things to keep my health, and lots of water, no problem. No problem. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something. Not only is pride not bad, but neither is vanity. Vanity isn't bad either. Okay? Vanity is a good thing. Because vanity, right, vanity means that you have set a really, really tough level of standards for yourself that you're trying to maintain. For some people, that is the standard of being beautiful and remaining beautiful. Some people's vanity takes them to extremes, and they, have unnecessary surgeries and they do all kind of stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna judge. I can't judge. I'd be a hypocrite. But vanity is also a good thing. Vanity is not a bad thing. Okay? Because vanity, let's just say the most superficial vanity, the one that is the most judged, right? Vanity of physical beauty, right? Let's just say, right? The vanity of physical beauty would inspire you to exercise because you take pride in your appearance. The benefit of that would be a longer life and a higher quality of life. Okay? Vanity is a good thing. Because if you want to look good, then that means you want to look healthy. And the only way to look healthy is to actually be healthy. Now, I'm going to share a couple of the blessings that I've had, and I'm not the only one. But I have been a thespian. I was a member of the Hittite Empire, which is a theater and performance art group under the artistic direction of Keith Antar Mason. It feels good to be applauded. It feels good to be recognized. It feels good to be recognized by strangers. That is the best feeling of all. In fact, if you are one who has been prone to vanity and or narcissism in your life, no judgment, the experience of facing your fears in the area of performance and getting that recognition back can elevate you to the point of no longer feeling the petty need to manipulate people and being a second-hander, and understanding that you can work the camera, right? And by working the camera, you're working millions instead of the petty focus of trying to manipulate individual people. But, so now we've established that. We've established that pride is not bad, that pride is a good thing, and that vanity isn't bad either. Okay? So, as a man living on his own in the world, you have to lay the train tracks out in front of you. And you have to put the fuel in the train. In other words, you have to make the direction for your life. You have to decide your purpose. You have to create the direction for your life. Those are the tracks. And you got to motivate yourself to keep going. That's the fuel in the tank. Okay? And the best way to motivate yourself to keep going is to aim your track in a direction toward a life that you would love, and that you would enjoy. So what do you want to be? When I asked myself that question, the answer was obvious. What does every kid want to be? Everybody goes to the movies when they're kids. I want to be an actor. I want to be a filmmaker. I want to be an artist. I want to be every exotic and beautiful and passionate and fine chick-filled fantasy that I've ever thought of in my life. And it's okay to feel that way. It's okay. Everyone should feel that way. You should want the best for yourself. You should have self-esteem. What is self-esteem? Self-esteem is a combination of self-efficacy, I can, and self-worth. I deserve. I can create a good life for myself against all odds, and I deserve to live. I deserve the best life that I can give to myself. I deserve to be happy, which means to live. Okay? All right? So, now, in your process of imagining and envisioning the world that you want, the world within which you want to live, the world that would motivate you to get out of the bed and act and move toward, because it's the world you want to live, right? It's the life that you want to live. Excuse me. It's the world you want to live in. It's the life that you want to live. I don't know about you, but everything is beautiful in the world that I'm fighting for. Everything, including myself. So, I have to put forth the effort of exercise every day. You have to put forth the effort of exercise every day. I have to put forth the effort of study. I have to put forth the effort of putting forth very good customer service. I have to put forth the effort of, in addition to that, being a good parent and being a good person and being a good businessman and being an honest sage. All of the above. But I pay the price because I have self-worth, which means I deserve all of this. I deserve this good life. Now, the only way I can give myself what I want is by not accepting that which I do not want. And that goes for every man that's listening to me, or every person that's listening to me, man and woman. And trust me, what I'm saying is not sexist, okay? I need you to understand, because everyone can go through this, what I'm talking about. Everyone can experience this situation in their own interpersonal dynamics, right? In their own relationship experience. Women can experience it with men, just like men can experience it with women. And now, in the process of trying to form that perfect life, and I think I speak for every man when I say what I'm saying, right? There's not really much space for unhealthiness, right? Poor health actually is something that rides along with the lower social classes. It really does. And because it's not only visually unattractive, right? But it's dangerous. It's dangerous for your health, right? So enter the testicularly challenged era that we're living in right now. And you can't fat shame people. You can't tell the truth about their poor health. So you're left in a conundrum in that when you are trying to pair bond, right, as a person, excuse me.
Hello. I have a question. I used to live here previously, like a couple weeks ago, and I was wondering if any chance you guys have any mail under my name. Mail?
We haven't gone to the mailbox yet. I don't even know where the mailbox is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What is your name?
Laura Karina Valdez?
If I do, I'll put it right here on the table.
Oh, because I got like important mail, and they said that it already got sent there.
Oh, they did? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Hold on. I'm live right now.
Oh, no.
So I gotta end my live.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Thank you.
As you can hear, I have a very urgent matter with the person who used to be here before I came here. And so I'm going to have to take care of that. But I'm going to continue this later on, all right? Stick where you are as far as... wait, hold on a second. Actually, you know what? I have a better solution.
Biomedric's Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
Thank you so much.
That's how that works. Sorry about that, people. I had to. Sometimes you just got to put a commercial on and say, "Get out of here." So where was I? Now, here we are in 2021. Here we are in the age where the Frankfurt School has taken hold. Yes, I said it. The Frankfurt School of cultural, what is that called? Cultural indoctrination, or whatever the Marxist term was for the Frankfurt School. Anyway, it's cultural Marxism, right? The Frankfurt School of Cultural Marxism. That has taken place. Yes, these individuals, and please look up the Frankfurt School, these individuals have sabotaged our education system to the point where everything is topsy-turvy and upside down, and we are in the age of, participation trophies, and you can't fat shame people, and body positivity, and all of this BS. So, if you're trying to create the world within which you are willing to pay the price to be healthy, and you're only trying to pair bond with someone who is also at least trying to put up an effort to be healthy, then it's very challenging, to say the least. It's very challenging, to say the least. Now, you want to fit in society, and you don't want to appear to be an ogre. You don't want to appear to be some knuckle-dragging male chauvinist who's superficial and all the rest of that. But all of the points that I said before, besides the fact that we are biologically hardwired in our DNA to try to find the best means of procreation, the best chances of being able to pass on healthy seeds, healthy offspring, right? We're gonna seek pretty women. We're gonna seek beautiful women who are healthy. Long hair means that a woman has been healthy for a long time. She's been very healthy for a very long time, which means that she is likely to carry healthy children. And large breasts means that she's able to feed them. And we're hardwired to look for healthy women. This is not Eurocentric standard. This isn't the standard of any culture. It's the default state of man. And we are hardwired to find health attractive. This is the simple fact. But in this political climate, that's all but impossible. And it makes you look like an ogre for trying to do this. Okay? For trying to achieve a life within which you are beautiful and your partner is beautiful. Now, let me tell you about the benefits of being in a beautiful couple. They are many. There is nothing better than being a handsome guy with a pretty lady and healthy, and you're both just enjoying each other's company, cleaned up good, well dressed, well groomed, and everybody sees it and enjoys it and envies you for being beautiful together. And everyone should have that. I understand that there's a lid for every pot, and that people partner up with whoever they happen to find attractive. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and not everyone has the same standard of beauty. I totally get all of that. I totally understand all of that. But if you fall to the social pressure of saying, she's just a little overweight, or he's just a little overweight or fat or whatever, and you are a person of standards, you relax your standards for that purpose, then you're going to regret it. Because what it does is it's gaslighting. Gaslighting is denying someone's reality. It's a narcissist tactic of controlling people by denying their reality. Someone treats you as though you don't deserve any rights without telling you that you don't deserve any rights. That's called gaslighting. Someone treats you, a woman treats her child like he doesn't deserve any attention. That's gaslighting. Just to create, a needy child, because she thinks that makes her look like a great mother. Apple juice. That's gaslighting. Okay? So, if you have set standards for yourself, and that standard is for your partner to be as healthy as you are, and you're setting standards to keep yourself healthy, then quite naturally you're not going to want to be with someone who either hasn't discovered that they should be setting standards for themselves yet, or B, hasn't mastered delayed gratification enough. In other words, hasn't developed enough character to understand that in order for you to have what you want, that you must put forth the effort to get it. I went through the mistake of trying to teach someone this myself the hard way. I have personally experienced the gaslighting of fat chicks. And I can't say fat chicks because I only did it once. So I only dated a fat chick once. Anyway, I totally get it. I totally understand it. And I don't want all of this bashing of my man Kevin Samuels to scare a lot of brothers out there into thinking as though they have to be fat shamed. Because fat people should be ashamed, especially if they are fat in a manner that they can control. And the vast majority of people, who are fat can control their weight. I'm not comfortable with the weight that I'm carrying right now. I'm in control of that. I intend to control it very soon. So it's just simple lifestyle choices and decisions. But when people go through the terror of being with someone who is using the current social climate, the current ridiculous social climate, in order to fat shame, right? Fat shame guys who have standards, or ladies who have standards. Physical standards. I'm not setting up a high value as far as monetary income is concerned. I'm not, because it's none of anybody's business how much money I'm making or anyone else is making. We're not going there, right? But where we are going is, I'm asking you, I'm telling you, I'm beseeching you not to relinquish your standards in order to be considered a nice guy, in order to fit in the society, in order to fit into the current beta, wimpy, testicularly challenged model that is being set forth before you for manhood. Remember, all of these modes of communication are losing their teeth. They're losing their teeth right now. Newspapers are dying. Television stations are dying. Radio stations are dying. Okay? They're losing their teeth right now. So they're getting as ridiculous as possible to hold on. That whole plan with the Frankfurt School, it may or may not work as well as they want it to work. Okay? But they're going to try as hard as they can to twist the world in their direction for as long as it lasts. Okay? A lot of powers are shifting right now in the world. And I don't want you to fall victim to them by thinking that you have to lower your standards. Now, if you want to lower your standards to raise your average, that's every man's choice, right? That's every man's choice. Every man can lower his standards to raise his average, when he's out, in the day when he's out in the club, or especially when he's imbibing a little bit of alcohol, or anything else. Now, speaking of imbibing, let me tell you something. And I'm telling you this is the tip. I'm not giving any medical advice because I'm not a physician. But if you are going to go out and have a few drinks, and you take just a couple of drops of 10,000 milligram strength CBD oil from Biomed RX CBD, trust me, your enjoyment of going out and drinking will be a lot greater. You'll be able to get a better buzz and spend less money with drinking fewer drinks. And that is a fact. So that's not medical advice. So don't get me on that. That's just a tip from me to you from Biomed RX CBD.
Gold label quality Biomed RX CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
And I know that I only slammed the commercial on, and you probably heard me talking to my neighbor in the background, but you should also go to biomedricsupplements.com and get some Optimum Woman.
Biomedric's Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzyme. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
All right. Well, thank you again for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to cut this short because I have to help out a lady who used to live here, I think. Something like that. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there, right? Don't feel guilty about, having standards and not wanting to relax your standards for anyone because you deserve them. And it's just part of what you need to do in order to sustain yourself. You have to be, your needs must be stronger than your wants. You have to, no, I'm sorry. Your wants must be stronger than your needs. You have to desire things for yourself that are greater than just that which you need to survive. Okay? We're coming from an economically deprived history, a people with an economically deprived history. So sometimes we think, okay, well, as long as I'm making it, then I'm doing well, and the level to which I'm making it is a reflection of the social class which I feel as though I belong to. That's bullocks. That's bullocks. Okay? Use all of your intelligence. Use all of your independence, your honesty, your integrity. Use all of your commitment to justice. Use all of your commitment to productivity. Use everything that you have inside of you to muster up, to earn, to develop, to produce the highest quality of life that you can produce for yourself. Set standards for yourself. Don't relax those standards. And if those standards include a person, of the opposite sex or whatever, a partner, a companion that is also just as disciplined and just as stoic and just as healthy and just as productive and just as efficacious as you are, then so be it. Own it. Own it. Own it. I'm telling you to own it. Anyway, let me get back to work. I've got a lot of things to deal with, but to work on. I have a lot of projects that I'm developing right now. And I just wanted to say that, all right? Don't be gaslighted, all right? Don't be gaslighted by fat chicks or fat dudes. Don't be gaslighted by people who choose not to put forth the effort that it takes in order to maintain the state of health that you feel you would be comfortable with as a partner, especially if you're young enough to make these choices for yourself. All right? So, needless to say, I love you. Thank you for watching. Hit that, what do they call that? Hit that subscribe. Hit the like, join, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that stuff. And comment, right? Comment. Let me know you like my videos. I really appreciate it. Right? Yeah, do all of that. I really appreciate you guys, right? Joining and listening. Right? So anyway, thank you. I'm going to get back to work, and peace.